Welcome back, everybody. It's been a long break here at the Dome Gymnasium, but it's time for an AAC matchup between your Bluefield University Rams and your college Columbia Koalas. And might I say, Koalas, although it doesn't seem such a ferocious mascot, I don't want to fight them. I've heard that they are pretty ferocious. And your starting Bluefield University Rams, number 2, from Abington, Virginia, the sophomore, Emily Breeding. The 5'3" freshman from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Monet Galloway. Number 11, the 5'10" freshman from Kernsville, North Carolina, Destiny Long. Number 22, the forward, 5'11" senior from Weaver, West Virginia, transferred from Oregon Tech, Kylie Meadows. And number 25, the 5'11" guard freshman from Richmond, Virginia, Kaya Boyd. Now, of course, I know you guys can kind of see that the Rams are not fielding as many competitors with a lot of COVID precautions that have gone around the university. It seemed in best interest to keep some of them who had just been exposed away from the team. But nonetheless, the Rams are here and ready to play. The Columbia College from South Carolina used to be one of 2 women's colleges in the AAC. Now fielding a men's team makes it not anymore. Here's a tip-off. Back to Wells. That's over to Jackson. Jackson to Morgan. Morgan back to Wells. Wells to Jackson. Almost knocked out by Boyd. Recovers. Down to Monet. Reading. Boyd across to Long. And he drives in. Right up to Meadows. Looking for an and one opportunity. She's going to draw the foul.
Fouls on number 23, Ryan Jackson. Shooting 2.
First point on the board for the Rams. Goes up. Goes in, is good. 2-0. Wells. Beyond the arc. Back out to Wells. Number 3, unsuccessful. Another shot. In. Now 2-2. Drives in Breeding. At top of the key. She shoots. He scores. That's 3. Wells, top of the key. Out to Jackson. Jackson over to Morgan. Morgan looking for an open man. Gonna connect with Jackson. Jackson drives in. And it rings around but drops in. Galloway over to Boyd. We're not able to get a hand on it. Recovered by Wells. Easy 2. Timeout called from Coach Mullins. Not assisted tonight, sadly, but regular assistant coach, of course, Coach Andrea Stinson, former NC State alum, multiple ACC honors. They actually did a documentary about her here since her late coach was a prominent coach in the ACC. Did a little segment here. It's kind of cool to watch them film. Again, thank a couple of our sponsors. Since 1984, Swope Construction has led the way in innovative commercial construction solutions for West Virginia and Virginia. Slope Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics. Kai Boyd ready to take this one in. Galloway, definitely man defense. Reading out to Boyd. Comes in. Galloway. Out of Breeding. Breeding Galloway back, top of the key. Comes in, Meadows, layup. It's in. Wells has to get past the very evasive Long. Jackson up. And good. Now, last time these two played, it was a 50-47 game. But the Koalas looking to get their first win in 5. Having a 4-game losing streak. Kai Boyd out to no one.
Checking the contest number 32, 21,
Morgan Wiley and Isla Curtis, the Central Connecticut State University transfer out of Waldorf, Maryland. Wells comes down the court. This rejects the open. Out of Jackson, she drives in. In and out, no good. Curtis comes down with it. Over to Galloway, fast break opportunity. Out of Long, Long's up. A foul drawn. Going to send her right to the charity stripe. Foul called on number 11, Nyjah Cooper. Long up and in. Tied up 8-8. We're going to go 2 for 2. Up and in. Rams now 100%. The charity stripe tonight. Wells. Open man. Over to Cooper. Up to Doctor. Doctor up. And they're not no good. Meadows comes down with it. Meadows to Galloway. Galloway drives in. An open man, Curtis. Wiley. He's tangled up in a couple of Koala's arms. Jackson trying to slow down the pace. Goes out to Cooper. Cooper drives in, up. No good. Galloway comes across to an open Long, Long up and in. Wells right beyond the arc. Traveling called. Curtis. We're going to see Lena Pagan, Puerto Rico native, in for the first time tonight. Smith over to Wiley. Wiley 3 in.
31 field goal on 21, Morgan Wiley.
Wells. Sharp. Back to Wells. Traveling called again. Pagan coming to the side. That is attempt no good. Up and in.
2-point field goal, 124. Jordan Morgan.
Smith. Over to Pagan. Wiley, top of the key. Over to Pagan. Pagan drives in. Cross to Curtis. Curtis up. In and out, no good. Meadows comes down with it. Drives in. Rings around, but drops.
Foul number 32, Isla Curtis.
Isla Curtis called without foul. First one on the young lady tonight and on the team. In and out, no good. Sinks that one.
Checking the contest for Columbia, number 32, Katira Braddock. Checking number 20, Asia Jackson.
Curtis over to Wiley. Playing full court coverage. Pagan. Comes down the line. Smith. Wiley. Over back to Smith. Pagan drives in. Bounce pass. Is up and in for Kylie Meadows. Possession still with Bluefield after bouncing around just a little bit. Squall is not looking to put full court pressure. Curtis over to Breeding. Breeding back to Wiley. Wiley up. Nothing but net for that one. I think my producer and cameraman are all the student section that Bluefield needs tonight. As that one goes out. That's just still Bluefield. Pagan is up the court. Zone coverage. Breeding drives in. Out to Curtis. Curtis jumper up. Hits the rim but is out. Jackson driving down the court. Top of the key. Up and over. Breeding. Drives up trying to get a handle on that ball. Over to Curtis. And Pagan. Long. Balls come down with it. Jackson over to Jackson. Wells up and out. Foul called on Curtis. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us, and I know it's a real shame that we're unable to have spectators, but hopefully we'll be able to resume as quick as everything can be resolved out here. I know that our training staff is doing a fantastic job. So that one goes in and out. She kind of punched that one back to the ref. But we know our training staff is doing a fantastic job of being able to monitor and keep everybody safe here. And hope you guys understand as that one goes in 21-13. Long over to Wiley Galloway. Driving in. Blocked it back out to Long. Breeding at top, 3. Airball miss. Wells. Out to Morgan. It's up the screen, up. Hits the rim. Galloway. Cutting in, out to Breeding. Breeding drives in. Jumper unsuccessful, bumped. A little bit of a shoulder check there from Breeding. Called, I have one of my producers said, it's just called being aggressive. And I don't know, I wrestle, so I don't have much to, if you're not wrestling hard, you're not wrestling, right? Jackson over to Morgan. Morgan drives in, is up. 21-15, there's a minute left here. Of course, they do 10-minute quarters in women's basketball. Run around out to Morgan. Galloway, across the Boyd. Boyd drives in. Open Galloway, 3. In and off the back of the board. 45.3 seconds here left. Jackson. Out to Jackson. May very aggressive, but unable to keep her hand on that one. It'll be a throw in from this Rams territory. Morgan to throw in. Double coverage on Doctor. As he goes out to Jackson. Jackson up, Doctor drives in. Kylie Meadows comes down with it, Galloway. Forward. Galloway to Breeding. Foul called. Foul called on Nyla Jackson. Check that, Nyla Jackson. Long throw out to Long. Long drives in, up. Can't make it just to the goal. Over to Breeding. Rolls it out to Jackson. Jackson to Cooper. Cooper drives in. He's out. And that's going to be your first quarter, 21-15. We're going to thank a couple of our sponsors. Duchess Dairy offers whole 2% chocolate milk and drinkable yogurt, the heart of the plant of Rural Retreat, Virginia. Duchess Dairy, Rams' choice for milk since 1989. Black Tie Chowders has offered exceptional service to their clients. Give Me Networks offers broadband internet speeds faster than outdated phone company DSL and comparable to cable with no data caps. Give Me Networks going further with the Rams. The Grind 1-3 String Streak seeks to offer regional flavors while employing a unique culture around their brand. Come see the Bluefield University Coaches Show every Monday night at 7 p.m. And we're hoping we can get back to the Coaches Show sooner rather than later. I know it's been a crazy couple weeks here in athletics, but we're glad to be able to bring you guys this here live from the Dome Gymnasium. Now, Rams are up 21-15, but they cannot sit on obviously it's not such an extenuous lead, only a two-score lead, but they can't sit because it was a 50-47 game against the Koalas earlier in the season. Rams currently 5-7. Look to extend it to 6-7 after a couple game cancellations. Galloway comes around over to Breeding. Breeding back to Boyd. Boyd and long. Bounce pass to Breeding. Breeding up and in.
With number 2, Emily Breeding.
Jackson sitting there. Cooper. Doctor pushes in. Almost with these. Put it up a couple times. They finally make it in. 23-17. Galloway. Breeding. Galloway. Over to Boyd. Drives in. Bounce pass. Breeding. Top of the key. In and out. No good. Cooper. Drives in. Up. Galloway. Cross the long. Galloway not able to make it over to Breeding. Pass here on the ram. Morgan. Over to Wells. Wells out to Jackson. Jackson top of the key. Doctor getting her hand on it. Out to Wells. And now no good. Meadows comes down with it over to Monet. Fast break opportunity. Boyd sinks it. Wells. Over to Morgan. Morgan comes in and across to Jackson. Up. As it tosses around, goes in. Galloway. Boyd. Over to Long. Pagan over to Meadows. Long comes in. Can't quite make it. Wells drives in. Put back up. Still not successful. Long. Fast break opportunity, comes up with it. Draws the foul. 25-21.
Charge, number 11, Destiny Long.
Wiley in for Long. Wells. Cross gets the travel. Galloway. Meadows. Bounce past Galloway. Galloway drives in. She breaks a couple ankles. The assist from Galloway. Boyd puts it in. Boyd at the line is up and trickles out. Over to Wells. Moves across to Jackson. Jackson back to Wells. Wells looking to get some separation. Pushes in and rings around and drops back. Pagan. Bounce up, unsuccessful. Drive in. Galloway. Still trying to push. Gets a reaching foul. Looking for zone coverage. Over to Wiley. Pagan. Back to Wiley. Over to Galloway. Bounce pass to Pagan. Pagan Meadows. Open Galloway. In and out, no good. Ball still with the Rams. Only a 4-point lead for the 5-7 team. Pagan. Over to Boyd. Boyd to Meadows. And not no good. Wells, fast break opportunity. Pushes in and gets the 2. Drives in. Jackson. Knocked out by Boyd. Gonna rotate in. Morgan goes deep to Wells. Back to Morgan. Comes across, shoots in, and she makes it. Brookover. Taking over to Long. Long to Smith. Riley pushes up to Smith, in, and an out. Morgan to Wells. Turn in. Out to Morgan. Brookover. Doctor not able to get a hand on it. 4 minutes, 8 seconds left here in the first half. Pagan. Smith. Over to Pagan. Pagan Meadows. Wells. Over to Morgan. Morgan drives in.
Basket number 24. Morgan.
Hagan. Over to Smith. Smith to Meadows. Hagan. We got a little movement. Wiley. Meadows. Back to Wiley. Top of the key. And out. Wells. Drives on the far side. Across to Morgan. Right to Jackson. Out to Wells. Is up. And in.
3-point field goal number 4. Wells.
First lead of the game for the Koalas. 32-29. Meadows out to Long. Long trying to get her hands on it. Broken and stolen up by Williamson. Williamson up and misses. Wells steps in and makes the goal. Timeout called by Coach Mullins. 2:12 left. The Rams using their second timeout of the half. 2:12 left. Score 34-29. We're going to thank our sponsors. Dutch Dairy offers whole 2% chocolate milk and drinkable yogurt at the heart of the plant of Rural Retreat, Virginia. Dutch Dairy, the Rams' choice for milk. Chick-fil-A at the Mercy Room offers options such as nugget strip salad, thin boxed meals. Make your next event special with Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken. Morgan Wiley to take this one in. In motion. Wiley. Galloway near side. Meadows for an open man. Stopped up. Breeding able to get her hands on it. Over to Wiley. Wiley back to Breeding. Pushed over to Galloway. Galloway looking for the open man. Meadows. Wiley top of the key. Hits the rim and is out. Williamson over to Jackson. Man coverage. Williamson pushes in and drains it. 36-29 as the Koalas extend their lead. 1:19 left to go. Big three from Wiley, and it's in. 3 on the board. Brook over to Jackson, pushes in, rings around, and sinks it. 38-52. Let's check that. 38-32. 49 seconds left. Breeding. Long. Meadows pushes in. Look for the open man. Bounce pass up. It goes in. Believe they called the play dead.
Foul number 10, Williamson. Foul number 2, 11, Destiny Long.
Destiny Long now at the line for 2. 38-34 in favor of Columbia College out of Columbia, South Carolina. Jackson. Pushes in, gonna call reaching for Monet Galloway.
Foul number 10, Monet Galloway.
38-34, 17.4 seconds left. Williamson over to Jackson. Jackson to Morgan. Morgan pushes again. Go by Wiley. Unsuccessful. Galloway trying to push through. Still comes up with it. Drives up. Long! Gets up in the air. It's no good. 38-34. We'll be back here with some halftime stats shortly. And like I said, 38-34 the score. It's just starting to be a game.
You say you have vision, but where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve, and a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further. You say you have vision, but where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve, and a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further.
Testing. Sorry for the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm hoping is that, there we go. Okay, we're all set and done now. Galloway, over to Long. Long over to Boyd. Galloway. Breeding. Sinks it for the three. Wells. Over to Jackson. Wells. Morgan as it kind of changes around. Morgan pushes in. Drives up. Can't put it in the net. Jump ball. Gonna be with Columbia College. (38-37). Long pass to Morgan. Goes around to Wells. Up. And out. Rebounded, put up. Long. Able to get her hands on it. Drives off the far side. Cuts in. Meadows. Bounce pass Long. Back into Meadow. Long puts it up. Two more on the board. Rams take the lead. Wells pushes it up. Doctor. Pushed in. Galloway draws the foul.
Charge 20.
Charge called on number 20 of the Koalas, Dynasia Jackson. Columbia College, coached by James Black from Tusculum College, graduate in 1981, assisted by Josh Senga. Boyd across, Breeding, drains it! I don't know what coach said during halftime. These girls are on fire. Pushed up and in. Drawing another foul.
Foul number 23, Jackson.
Galloway over to Long. Back to Galloway. It's for an open Breeding. Put up. It bounces out. Boyd trying to get her hands on it. Foul called on Columbia.
Foul number 20, Jackson.
There's Jackson's second one as Brookover, freshman out of Fort Mill, South Carolina, comes in for Jackson. Galloway bounce pass Breeding. Breeding scopes the arc. Galloway pushes in, puts it up. Unsuccessful. Kylie puts it up. And another two on the board, extending their lead 44-38. Wells. Doctor back out to Wells. Kind of weaves it through the knees. Puts it up and sinks it. Galloway. Putting the pressure. Jackson puts it up. Doctor, that one knocks out. Still with the Rams. Couple rotations. 31, Brianna Sharp, the junior from Spartanburg, South Carolina. And 11, Shakayla Williamson, the guard from Florence, South Carolina. Of course, being in Columbia, South Carolina, only 2 people a part of Columbia College's women's basketball roster are actually outside of the state. As Williamson, Wells, over back, puts it up, and not no good. Long comes down with it on fast break opportunity, trying to get past Rookover. Out to Breeding Monet. Meadows, out to Boyd. Boyd, top of the key. Skims the rim, but is out. Wells from Sumter, South Carolina, 5'5" sophomore. Morgan puts it in. Is up and out. Williamson puts it up. Boyd comes down with it. Galloway over to Boyd. Boyd. Meadows. Meadows long. Long back to Galloway. Long cross from Breeding. Breeding trying to get open. Galloway ducks under, puts it up, and brings the points on. 46-40. Wells over to Brookover. Put up by Morgan. Rings around but out. Long. Out to Boyd. Boyd Breeding. Galloway. Boyd puts it up. Comes out. Pressured in by Williamson. Put back up. Bobbles out. Galloway on the far side. Looks the curve in. Boyd puts it up and drains it. 49-40. 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Of course, anybody's game, but the Bluefield University Rams are looking absolutely fantastic. Now we're going to thank a couple of our sponsors. Since 1984, Swope Construction has led the way in innovative commercial construction solutions for West Virginia and Virginia. Swope Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics. Make your next event special. Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall Catering. The Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall locations offers options such as nuggets, salads, nuggets, and boxed meals. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Brookover to take this one in. Wells. Galloway able to get the steal. Fast break opportunity. Puts it up. And bobbles out. Cooper over to Wells. Wells fast break opportunity. Foul called. And one. That's an underrated clothing brand, is and one. Wells puts it up, and it bobbles in. Curtis making her first appearance of the half. 3:37 left, 49-43. Galloway, the full court pressure comes on. Curtis, over to Wiley. Wiley out to Curtis. Curtis back to Wiley. Over to Galloway. Wiley puts it up and in! 3 more points on the board for the Rams with the sinker from Meadows. Long able to get her fast break opportunity, puts it up and out. Long over to Meadows. Meadows, another opportunity, puts it up and in. 52-43. Woo. Curtis comes down with it. Gets the draw of a foul from Wells. 2:44. Curtis to bring this one in. Pagan. The Koalas bringing the pressure. Galloway puts it up and over. Pagan goes across to Wiley. Wiley puts it up. In and out, no good. Morgan. Over to Wells. Let's put it up to Jackson. Back out to Wells. I saw the rotation in that ball and did not go in. Another foul called on Wells.
One away.
Wiley at the free throw line. Puts it up and in. (55-43). Shot makes the 13-point lead as that trickles in. Morgan is it down the court over to Jackson. Jackson back out to Morgan. Right beyond the arc. Jackson pushes up and drops it in. Rams now in the bonus. Curtis over to Pagan. Meadows puts it up. Hits the rim, try to put it up again. Unsuccessful. Jackson comes down with it. Out of Jackson. Up from Cooper and in. 56-47, 9-point lead. Wiley out to Curtis. Galloway. Galloway top of the key. Out to Pagan. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Missed pass to Wiley. 1:08 left. Brooker over to take this one in. Driven in, unsuccessful. Galloway comes down with it. Galloway puts it up. Goes out. Foul call on Lena Pagan.
Foul number 1, Pagan.
.44 seconds left. Morgan. Top of the key. Jackson, over to Jackson. Meadows able to palm it down. Galloway. There's a cross. Curtis over to Galloway. Wiley puts it up. Bounces out. Jackson. Over to Cooper. Up. And now 5 seconds left. Jump ball called. That one coming from Curtis. 4 seconds left. Long shot, no good. So we go into the fourth quarter. And I'm going to walk over here real quick. Now, I'm here with my two workers tonight, Colby Tooth and Micah. So what do you guys think is going to have to happen here in the fourth quarter for the Rams to come out on top?
I think we need to pick up the pace and we gotta get this game done. Gotta get it done. We're gonna seal the deal.
We're gonna shut this other team's offense down so we can score more points.
Little minor.
Of course, the great knowledge from two wrestlers who know nothing about basketball.
Whoa!
But
I know a lot about that. I played for it.
like I said, it's 56-47. It all comes down to this quarter. It's already higher scoring than the last game. The 50-47 back when it was in Columbia, South Carolina. Columbia, South Carolina is actually home to quite a few schools. A former NAI, now Division II school. Allen University is along with, of course, USC, University of South Carolina, the Gamecocks. And very diverse city, and I absolutely love it. 10 minutes left for the Rams to put this one away. Wells. Over to Jackson, back to Wells. Jackson. Williamson. Wells puts it in, crosses over, puts it up. Curtis. The throw in. Pagan. Drives. And off Galloway. Curtis back to Galloway. Pagan. Back to Galloway. Ounce in and out from Meadows. At the 8:49. Wells over to Brookover. Bounce pass out. Jackson to Jackson. Trying to put it up. Brushes in. Put up again. Put up again. Finally getting some points on the board. 58-51. Pagan, get that ball security. Galloway, over to Pagan. Pagan coming around beyond the arch. Back to Galloway. Meadows open. Comes back down with it. Tries to put it up again. Draw the foul. Curtis. We got a ball on it. But like I said, they drew the foul. Out of the charity stripe.
Foul on number 22,
Meadows.
Jackson. It's a line for two, number 22, Kylie Meadows.
Timeout called by
Columbia.
Columbia College. 8:13 left, and we're going to thank a couple of our sponsors. Give Me Networks offers broadband internet speeds faster than that data phone company DSL and comparable to cable with no data caps. Give Me Networks going further with the Rams. This Jerry offers whole 2% chocolate milk and drinkable yogurt at the heart and plant of Rural Retreat, Virginia. Duchess Dairy, the Rams' choice for milk. Since 1989, Black Tie Charters has gone the extra mile to provide its clients with exceptional service. The Rams ride with Black Tie Charters. Since 1984, Swell Construction has led the way in innovative commercial construction solutions for West Virginia and Virginia. Swell Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics. The Grind 103 Spring Tree Star for regional flavors while employing a unique culture around their brand. Please come see the Bluefield University Coaches Show every Monday night at 7, exclusively at The Grind. Meadows up and in. Up for two. It drains it. Wells. Oh man, Jackson over to Doctor. Back to Jackson, back to Doctor. Ball's trying to put it up. Goes across. Jackson comes down with it. Foul brought on. Shot unsuccessful. 60-51. Morgan to come in for Shakayla Williamson. Jackson puts it up and in. Full court pressure. Oh, tripped up. Looks like there's an injury on the court, and we're going to be back after a short break. Here on the Rams Digital Sports Network.
You say you have vision. But where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve. And a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make
And we're back to the line. And we're sending our prayers to the Columbia College team member who hurt her knee. I know that our training staff is doing a fantastic job of aiding her currently. Throwing coming from long. Over to Pagan. Meadows to Curtis. Curtis back to Pagan. Up and in from Wiley. Watch those numbers come. She's just done a fantastic job beyond the arc today. Sharp over to Morgan. Morgan out to Wells. Wells to Cooper. Cooper to Sharp. Morgan puts it up. Unsuccessful. Foul called. Foul called on Kylie Meadows. Up and in for Morgan. Long. Fumbles with the ball. Wells trying to get her hands on it. Comes up with it. Tries to put it up. Long comes up with it. Pagan. Off the hands of Pagan. Meadows. Trying to put it back up. That's a Long. Long to Wiley. Curtis pushes in. Doctor kind of bumps her out. 63-53, 6:15 left here.
Foul on number 1, Haley Doctor.
Throwing coming from Pagan. Man coverage. Long throw to Long. Wiley. Back to Long. Back to Wiley. Over to Pagan. Pagan in. Dong up. And bobbles around before coming in. 6 minutes left. Wells, top of the key. That's it up within the arch. Goes up, goes out to Long. That one comes up. Foul is drawn. Just under 5.5 minutes left.
At the line for 2, number 22, Kylie Meadows.
Meadows at the line for 2. Put up. $66-53. Another one up, but it's out. Sharp. Over to Morgan. Wells brings it in. Rings in and out. Jump ball. They're not Long, able to get her hands on it. Fast break opportunity, puts it up. Trickles in for Destiny Long. 5 minutes left. Rams, the 15-point lead. Jackson out to Williamson. Galloway able to get her hands on it. Galloway over to Long. Wiley. Meadows pushes it up and in. Foul called. Sharp, the junior from Spartanburg, South Carolina, not extremely happy.
At the line for two, number 22, Kylie Meadows.
Kylie Meadows at the line for 2. First shot, no good. Up, rings out. Wells. Morgan. Trying to get some separation. Wells. Over to Jackson. Puts it up.
Basket number 4, Wells.
Galloway. To curve in. Boyd. Over to Meadows. Goes to Galloway. Boyd step back. Called traveling. We're up from Morgan. Rings out, no good. Put up by Doctor. Galloway able to come down with it. Galloway. Cross to Wiley. Wiley long. Come on. Stolen by Cooper. Taken back by Boyd. Long fast break opportunity, trying to put it up and give a couple seconds. Meadows able to draw the foul. 2:52 left.
Foul on number 23, Jackson. At the line for 2.
Curtis.
Kylie Meadows.
Timeout called by Columbia College. Since 1989, Black Tie Charters has gone the extra mile to provide its clients with exceptional service. The Rams ride with Black Tie Charters. Since 1984, Swift Construction has led the way in innovative commercial construction solutions for West Virginia and Virginia. Swift Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics. Make your next event special with Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall Catering. Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall location offers options such as nugget strip salads and boxed meals. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Duchess Dairy offers whole 2% chocolate milk and drinkable yogurt at the heart of the plant of Rural Retreat, Virginia. Duchess Dairy, Rams' choice for milk. As we resume play, 68-55. Meadows up. Rings out. Puts it up. Out no good again. Boyd trying to put it up. Before Cooper comes down with it, back to Wells. Wells to Morgan. Morgan to Doctor. Trying to come forward. Boyd gets her hands on it. Wiley to Galloway. Riley trying to push forward. Galloway puts it up. Draws the foul.
Foul number 32. Bravo at the line for 2. Number 10, Eddie Calloway.
Galloway puts it up and in. Galloway goes up. Chuckles back in. Wells. Out to Morgan. Galloway over to Curtis. Curtis comes over, Breeding. Check that Smith. Puts it up and out. Wells. Over to Morgan. Put up. Traveling called. Curtis. Galloway. Over to Long. Puts it up and in. 2 more on the board for the Rams.
Boyd.
Wells. Cuts in, puts it up. Puts it back up.
Basketball number 4.
Gets 2 more on the board.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining.
60 seconds left. Puts it up.
Basketball number
And
5,
back.
Eddie
Smith. Morgan to Doctor. Doctor tries to put it up. Curtis. Smith. Galloway. Across to Curtis. Top the 3. 3 points on the board for Curtis. 24 seconds left. And it looks like the Rams are going to win this one. Final 10 seconds. Alls puts it up. And that's your final, ladies and gentlemen. 77-59. And we'll be back here shortly here in a second. I'll let you guys know if we're able to get a post-game interview with Coach Corey Mullins. But, of course, the Rams win this one. 74-50. Okay. 77-59.
You say you have vision, but where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve, and a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further. You say you have vision, but where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve, and a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further.
Here with Coach Corey Mullins. Coach, it was an awesome 77-59 win. What'd you make of the game?
It just feels good to play basketball again. It's been over a month since we've been on that court. So, our girls, they deserve a good, hard-fought win tonight. They did everything they needed to do. And unfortunately, we got the little COVID bug when we came back, and we've had to miss 4 games. But it's great to be back. And we're really just pleased with how we played. We only had 9 eligible players tonight. Had a couple of starters, a couple of big-time minute players on the bench tonight, and so just really pleased with how everybody came on the floor and contributed.
And kind of talk to us about how it's been. I know a lot of the teams have been affected by COVID. What would you guys have to do? What kind of adjustments did you guys have to make to go into this game?
Well, we had to kind of simplify our offense because we're putting some people out who either don't have experience or don't have experience at the position that we put them in tonight. And so, Lena Pagan did a great job playing the 1 and the 3 for us. We have Nyala Curtis back, so it's good to have another big in there and somebody that can grab some rebounds. And, of course, she hadn't played since last year, and so it was good to have her back. And Haley Smith came off the bench for the first time and got her first college minutes tonight, so really proud of her. And so we had to kind of simplify some things, but really proud of how we just kind of hung together. Through the second quarter, we were taking some quick shots, weren't getting great looks. We talked about it in the locker room. The slower we went in the second half, I felt like our possessions were getting better, and Morgan hit some big threes. Emily hit big threes to get us started. And then Kylie did her job, and she finished around the rim when we needed it. Got a few breakaway layups from Destiny and from Monet. And so it really was kind of a team effort tonight, and really excited about that for the future.
And obviously, you guys are going to try to catch up as much as you guys can with all the cancellations, postponements.
Sure.
You guys are going to go, and I think you guys are going to play 3 or 4 times next week.
Yeah. So right now we have Union tomorrow night, and then we have Wesleyan on Saturday, and then we have Monday, Wednesday, Saturday of next week. So I don't know what that is. That's 7 games in 9 days. So we'll see how much we really love the game after next week. But really proud of our girls tonight.
What are you most excited for about when you get to play 7 games? I know it's also stressful, but I can see it be very exciting as well.
Sure. Well, there's going to be a lot of late nights at the house trying to prepare for the next game and prepare for the next opponent before we play. And that, for me, is what I love to do. I love to prepare and try to figure out exactly what they're going to try to do and how we're going to defend it. I think the players just want to play. They'd much rather get in here and play than practice. And so I think it's a win-win for both of us.
Well, Coach Mullins, congrats on this awesome win.
Thanks, Jackson. Appreciate it.
Of course, and like I said, Rams take this one 77-59.